Now, folks, I should have done a broadcast yesterday, and I actually planned to do a broadcast, and I wanted to extend my sincerest apologies to everyone who was out there that was expecting a broadcast, and for whatever reason, well, I'll tell you the reason, but it just didn't happen, all right? It just didn't happen. Now, the reason it didn't happen, folks, and if you've been following me on Twitter, you probably already know the situation. Yours truly and my wife were approached by, quote, authorities while we were, having some breakfast in the morning at a public restaurant. Now, folks, this isn't really something new to me, to be completely honest with you. This is why I left the show the last time, to be completely honest with you. It had nothing to do with any goddamn trolls, for Christ's sake. But we were approached, and let me tell you, these were cocky sons of bitches. They came up right up to me. Well, my wife and I were sitting there dining on some breakfast, we were at a Mexican restaurant. I'm not going to say the name of it, but we were there, and two sons of bitches started coming up. And let me tell you, son of a bitch just came right up to me and said, "Hey, Ghost, how you doing?" And to be honest with you, I thought it was a troll. I thought it was, oh, man, I don't know. I thought it was something of that nature. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah. What do you want? That sort of thing. And went on to say, hey, if I were you, I would stop your little hobby. We're watching and monitoring your capitalist army and your little show that you have going on. They looked at my wife. Do you know that he has this little hobby of his? And my wife didn't say anything. So this asshole, basically there was one silent one, the other one doing all the goddamn talking. This son of a bitch actually gets one of the chips right there had chips and salsa, you know what I'm saying, while waiting for the damn meal. This son of a bitch takes a chip, dips it in the goddamn salsa, and eats it, for Christ's sake, and tells me, oh, don't worry about it, we're following you, so on and so forth. So what this son of a bitch does, he takes a chip, dips it in the salsa, eats it, double dips, too. This son of a bitch double dipped the goddamn chip. I mean, this is a goddamn bureaucrat if I've ever seen one in my life. Now, this idiot didn't just, go away. I mean, they actually got a table within our line of sight, looking dead straight at us, all right? Now, of course, my wife is a little bit disturbed, to say the least, all right? And she goes right away for her cell phone and dials for the APD, the Austin Police Department. And believe it or not, an officer came in, and we told him the situation. We pointed the individuals out because, look, I mean, I didn't know if these were real authorities or whatever. I thought maybe they were troll stalkers. I mean, who the hell knows, for Christ's sake, right? So APD very kindly goes up to these gentlemen that are sitting in the goddamn restaurant. The restaurant's just kind of being cool about it. I mean, there was people there. They were just kind of looking out the side of their eye. You know what I mean? Side of their eye out here. They go up to these sons of bitches. I don't know what was said, but these guys were so cocky, they were even like mouthing off to the cops, showed them some documentation, and told them to get out of their face. Cop comes back up to us and says, look, I don't know if you're some kind of a terrorist or what, but these guys are Homeland Security. They've given me Homeland Security credentials, and they say that by going up to them, by me as a police officer going up to them, that I'm impeding on their federal investigation. So, I mean, the cop couldn't do a goddamn thing. So, without being said, me and the wife, we got the hell out of there as quick as we can, for Christ's sake. All right? And basically came home and, basically had a talk about the situation at hand because, once again, here we go. And look, I wasn't surprised when this happened. I mean, I'm not just doing the show. I want to be completely honest with you. I've said this, I believe, on the last broadcast this past Wednesday, and it's not an accident that yours truly over here knows so much information. All right? So anyway, I got home. Me and the wife discussed it, and look, I didn't have a show yesterday just basically because of that. So me and the wife discussed, the options. Because, look, folks, at this point in time, these bastards are going to come up to me and, double dip a chip from my goddamn chips and salsa and try to threaten me, for Christ's sake, as if they own the joint. And these are Homeland Security bastards. I'm not stopping! I'm not stopping, for Christ's sake. So, look, I've told my wife to take the necessary precautions if anything were to happen to me, to get out to the capitalist army through the variety of different mediums to keep on going. All right? I'm not kidding around. It's getting that goddamn serious. I mean, didn't you hear today another DNC staffer killed in a, quote, apartment explosion, a, quote, natural gas explosion, for Christ's sake? I mean, give me a break. I mean, how many more DNC staffers have to be killed before people start realizing that this election, this presidential election, is deadly serious, man? Why do you think I came back to this son of a bitch? I mean, I knew how important this goddamn presidential election was, folks. And you need to realize that. You need to realize that, man.